Okay, we're back on the walkthrough here. And, oh, that guy was getting attacked. There was just a gnome here a minute ago that looked just like me. She had the same face as me. She was a cleric like me. But she had a lot better gear than me. Which is fine. It's not a contest. So, we're back on the walkthrough after taking a short break of ranking cities. Which I hope everyone enjoyed. I know those videos always do better than this type of video. But there's people out there that enjoy this walkthrough. Including myself and my future self. So, I just dinged 29. And I've got two things to do. One is get my spells. I haven't even looked what my spells are. I looked a few weeks ago, but I don't remember what they all are. So I'm going to go to the closest city, which I think is Rivervale. I could go to Freeport, but I'm going to go to Rivervale, get my spells, and after I get whatever I can find, I'll look up just to make sure that I'm not missing any, because sometimes I've done that before where I'm like, well, I got all the spells that they sell for this level. And then it turns out there's like 3 more that some random merchant sells. Oh, there's a lot of rhyming going on right now. So let me go get those from, I guess, Rivervale. And the next thing I need to do is figure out what my specialization is going to be. This is going to be a really tough choice for me. And actually, I think I'm going to outsource it to the viewers. I'm going to do a poll. But first, Rivervale. Quick interruption here. I was just running to... Oh, where's the captain? I was just running to Kithicor, and I noticed that there were some dead orcs, so, you know, being the scavenger that I am, I looted their corpses. And I found these. These are Orc Scalps, which I can turn in for some sort of experience, is my understanding. I've done it a long time ago. I don't think I've ever done it in this walkthrough. So let me just see if I can find that NPC. I think it's one of the captains. Maybe he's up here? No? Where is he? Is he dead? He could be dead. Sometimes he dies if he has to fight too many orcs, which, can you blame him? I did also kill a couple orcs, and apparently, for raid purposes, I assume, some high-level magician was camping the named orc here that drops some sort of invulnerability device. I think it actually allows them to cast Divine Aura. I know it does. I don't know why I said I think. I know it does. I've done raids. I know how it works. Alright, well, if I can find this NPC, I'll come back. But yeah, that's the mage up there. Oh, that's the guy he's looking for. Except he's got the brass halberd, so he's not going to have the thing. Oh, well. Sure, he'll get another one. Aha, found him. Okay. Greetings, traveler. Let's see. So he's indifferent. No, he's apprehensive. This should still work. Captain Ashlan of the Highpass Guards. Oh, let me do one of my voices. Don't walk away from me. Greetings, traveler. I am Captain Ashlan of the Highpass Guards. I keep watch over my men and the volunteers here at the East Gate. It has been a busy job here lately, with the orc raids and all. Okay, there's a variety of things I could pick. Let me do what orc raids. One of the orc clans of Kithicor Woods has been trying to expand their territory. Small orc raiding parties are frequently rushing... Oh, come on. Get back here. Jeez, you are so impatient, sir. I'm trying to give you credit and do your voice. Rushing the East Gate. Without the volunteer watch helping us out, Highpass would probably be overrun by these vile beasts. Okay, that probably wasn't supposed to be a period there. Hey, okay, well, what vile beasts? No, what would it be? Oh, volunteer watch. What volunteer watch? The volunteer watch guards the entry gates of Highpass. Since the orc raids are becoming more and more frequent, it's a busy job, but it can pay well depending on how many orcs you slay. What? Maybe it was orc raids? Alright, you know, whatever. I'm just going to give him these things and see what he says. Don't you walk away from me. Let's see what happens. Yeah! Great work! Maybe you can help us out again sometime? Maybe. I mean, you keep walking away from me as I'm trying to talk to you. I did also get this bronze hammer, which will help me buy my spells because I don't have a ton of money. I mean, I'll hit the bank up again and, oh, I'd rather not. Let me just get out of here. This is what happened last time. I was trying to get out of here and I got attacked. Is it nighttime, by the way? Ah, damn it. Of course it's nighttime. Alright, well, we know how fun Kithicor is at nighttime. Let me see, do I still have... I've got Bravery and Spirit Armor. Okay. Then let me put on... I guess I'll take this off. There's only one NPC that can still see me at night here, and it is the wolves. I think they're called hellhounds or something like that. Anyway, I think it's important that I got that hammer because I think it's going to be really tight for me being able to afford my spells. Now, the other thing is, if you're running from Highpass to Rivervale, it's a pretty quick run if you just hug the left wall. Do what I'm doing here. If Kithicor, if it had not been night, I should say, if it was during the day, I was going to skip the whole Kithicor thing because you've already seen it. But yeah, and I like those dogs. They're not really at 29. Even if one attacked me, they do have some sort of proc. But yeah, so these things, they can't see me. That is a corpse. That's a rotting knight. He can't see me. None of the undead will see me. But I do want to kind of see one of those wolves just so I can show you. It's the only thing here that is not undead, even though it's kind of undead. It's like roleplay undead, but like functionality-wise, not undead. Oh, you know what? We're at Rivervale, so didn't see one. You saw how quick that run was, though, so pretty easy. To Rivervale. Let's get that music going. And we're right by the Cleric Guild. Okay, first, let's... Well, what do I con to these people? Jingle Belly? Amiable? That's pretty good. Oh, what did I get for the... Did I get any noticeable experience? Maybe. So I got Highpass Guards got better. That's great. Carson McCabe. That is the guy who is in... Highpass? I think so. Yes, he is. He's like the boss of Highpass. Merchants of Highpass. That's nice. Corrupt Quintos Guards got better. That's not a good sign. Freeport Militia got better. They're also kind of corrupt. Okay, let's see if Slimfinger here has what I need. No, these are too low. Well, while I'm here, what's this guy con? Indifferent. Okay, whatever. This should sell for a couple plat. Okay, 1.5 plat. Where's the element? Yeah, that'll help. Who has my level 29 spells? Definitely not you. You are entry level. You don't have any spells. Complete healing. Oh, can't wait for that one. Hey, 10 more levels. This might be it. This looks like it's... Nope, never mind. That's way too high. You are Guildmaster. You're a merchant. Green? Wow, that's cool. They're not even that expensive. I'm a little surprised. I kind of want to buy some of this stuff just to see what it looks like. Like, no one ever buys this stuff, ever. 10 pounds, 4.9... 10 armor class, 4.9 pounds. 82. I can't even afford it. Maybe I'll come back here, though. These are also pretty high-level spells. This is going to be another Guildmaster. It's got to be one of these back here. Bravery, 24. Okay, this guy might have it. Although it looks like this guy has 19 and 24. Yeah. So maybe it'll be you. No, you're not even a merchant. Jeez, is it really going to be like the last guy I try? Oh my gosh, it really is. It's going to be Sweet Oven. Okay. Abundant Drink, that's... Alright, I mean, 14 plat, really? For Abundant Drink? Holy crap. Maybe I shouldn't buy that yet, because that is going to eat up a lot. Blinding Luminous, Divine Barrier. Ooh, heck yeah. That is a must-buy. If you are a Cleric, Divine Barrier is a must-buy. It's basically a better version of Divine Aura. It has a little bit longer of a cast time, but it's better. I never really end up using these upgraded root spells, but whatever. Oh man, I really wanted that. Spell Summon, sure. Force, no. Yes, that should be a new armor class buff. Oh, I can afford maybe 2 more. It's not going to be Panic the Dead. Tremor? I forgot about Tremor. Word of Spirit. And Wrath. Well, I said... Oh, no, I can afford only 1 more. Well, it's got to be Wrath. I mean, I can't get the AE nuke and not the regular single target nuke. I'm going to be using the single target nuke more. Like, infinitely more. Okay, so some clerics... So this is interesting because there's a debate here. Some clerics would say, once you get Divine Barrier, just drop Divine Aura and put it there instead. Some clerics would say, no, the cast time is longer, it's not as good. Maybe only mem it in certain situations. And some clerics would say, keep both of them memmed all the time. I don't really know what camp I'm in. I definitely think it's situational. I think for me, for right now, I will put it here. And maybe I'll drop something else. I mean, I never really use y'all. Maybe I should drop that. I don't know yet. Is that... Oh, that's perfect, because that's what I'm about to replace. Okay, let's see what my armor class goes to. From 543 to 560. Nice. And I bet you it lasts a whole lot longer, too, because that armor class one always doesn't last as long. Okay, that's kind of unimpressive. Let me go see if I have any more money in the bank. I got nothing. Damn it. This means I can't afford to get all my spells. Man, I wasn't even really thinking about that. Alright, well, I'm going to go get some XP. I'm sort of thinking of a place to go. We'll see. I have a place in mind. I might wait till next level. I might do it now. Well, I died. And I died for a really stupid reason that I'm not proud of. But I do wish that I had footage of it because it was kind of hilarious. So I'm coming back from Highpass Rivervale area, and it's nighttime in Kithicor, of course, as it always seems to be. And I see a even con undead creature that I'm thinking, man, if that thing didn't have a pet, because it had a pet and it was clearly a caster, I think it was a necro. I was like, man, I think I could take that thing if it didn't have a pet. Then I get into West Commons because I'm going somewhere. I figured I'd run through Freeport and get my remaining spells there because I do have more money now. And I'm thinking, you know what I think I could kill? I was inspired by that undead I saw. I was like, I bet I could kill a Shadowed Man. Those are undead, right? Yeah, I bet I could take one of those things. Okay, am I near the border? I can't tell. Some cleric is coming to res me. I mean, you can probably tell where this is going. So, I see 3 Shadowed Men right next to each other. Not right next to each other. 2 that were right next to each other, 1 that was kind of far away. And I'm like, okay, well, I got Pacify. Let me use Pacify. It doesn't work the first time, but it doesn't aggro this Shadowed Man. Second time, it does work. So I'm like, okay, I'll pull the one that's the closest to the one I just pacified, and that third one shouldn't aggro. Well, guess what? The third one aggroed. Oh, also, funny story. Shadowed Men, not undead. Because I tried to cast my undead nuke and it didn't work. Where's this guy? Let me make sure I don't miss him. Run, Dorig. He still needs comments. Okay. So, I get both Shadowed Men. I couldn't figure out how that third one aggroed, but whatever. And the one that aggroed that I didn't expect to aggro has a Necro pet. So it's a Necro. So I'm like, okay, this isn't going to end well for me. I'll just run away. I had Spirit of Wolf. Well, they had Spirit of Wolf too, and they were able to outrun me. Because when an NPC has Spirit of Wolf, and you have Spirit of Wolf, they're going to outrun you every time. Ooh, I must not be at the zone line, because I see that Puma right there. I did have Divine Aura up while I was running. I figured, what's the closest zone I could run to? Befallen. Okay, so I tried to run to Befallen. I have Divine Aura up, I'm able to hit it, but it only gets me so far, and I died, honestly, probably pretty damn close to Befallen. So, that was depressing. Okay, this should be an easy spot for him to find it. I'll say where the sand meets. Anyway, I had another thought about Divine Aura versus Divine Barrier. One thing that I hadn't considered when I talked about earlier, oh, I'll just replace Divine Aura with Divine Barrier. Divine Aura costs 10 mana. Divine Barrier is 10 times that. A lot of time when I'm hitting Divine Aura or Barrier, I don't have 100 mana to spare. At this level, it is also double the cast time, but that's not really a huge deal. Man, I was in a situation where I did try to cast it in Kithicor, and I didn't have the mana for it, and I was like, wish I had Divine Aura still. So, hopefully this guy will res me, and then I will run to Freeport. And I am very thankful for... What? Now he's not online! Anyway, I got enough money. I'll run to Freeport. I'll get my last remaining spells. And I did get one more that I forgot about from level 24, which was Counteract Poison. But now I'm going to get everything. And then, once I pass through the Cleric Guild in Freeport, I'm going to go to the good one, actually. I'll probably film it. Then I'll go to my new destination, which is different from anywhere I've been so far. Okay, I found the guy in North Freeport who has my spells. It's this guy here. Parep Chen. The only thing I can't find from him, you can see I got all these. I picked up one more in Rivervale, which was the AE nuke. The only one I can't find is Counteract Disease. I'm going to need to look that one up. I can't find it down here. And this guild I kept getting lost in. I like it, but it's confusing. No. Okay. Well, it's good to have all my spells, even the ones that I'll probably never use. Like, I refuse to believe that I'll ever really use Revive or Wave of Fear. That was actually level 24, but like, come on. When am I using that? I don't know. But I got them all. So, the completionist in me is happy, even though I did apparently miss some from earlier levels. I probably just couldn't afford them. All right. Now, the reason I had to go to that guild was because where I'm going, there are no guilds. For me, anyway. And we're back, and I am almost level 30. I'm so excited. There's so many things I can do, including specialization, which I'll talk about in a minute. But before I tell you where I am, what I'm doing, I want to talk about this backpack that I got. I actually got 2 of them. So on my way back from both Highpass and Rivervale, I saw this low-level character, even though it was nighttime in Kithicor, it was this low-level druid just sitting there. Sit down real quick. And I was like, what's that guy doing? And I thought, oh, that must be that backpack that everyone always, I mean, especially at my level and with my lack of strength and all that, wants. Weight reduction, 25% giant. So I decided I would wait out. I asked him how much longer he was going to be there. He said he was about to leave once he gets one more backpack. I was like, okay, interesting. Because I thought they were lore. So I took over the camp. I camped there for about 30 minutes, and I got 2 of these. I got my first one, and I saw this. Pending lore. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Never heard of that before. I looked it up, and apparently this is kind of a unique thing. There might be other items that have it, but I do not remember this from live at all, but apparently it was on live, so take their word for it. It just means that they were considering making the item lore, but they never actually did. And so you can actually get more than one. You can have as many as you want. So I considered getting pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I like to have at least 2 slots open, sometimes 3. But someone else came along, it was a low-level mage, and they were like, hey, I'd really like this camp. Are you almost done? I was like, sure, take it. I'm not going to monopolize the camp, but I might go back and get more Shralok Packs, because it's a really easy camp. The mob that drops them is like level 13. Number 2, that spell that I was looking for in Freeport. Apparently it is actually sold in Freeport, just not at the good cleric guilds. It's sold underground in the evil part of Freeport, so I didn't get it yet. I will get it soon. I don't know if I can get it where I am right now, but there were other places. You can get it in Freeport underground, but you can also get it in a variety of other places. All right. Did you guess where I am? You might have. You might not have. I am. Here's some more hints. I am in Warslick's Woods, one of my favorite zones. Now, in my last video, I was talking about how bad I think Warslick Woods is as a newbie zone. I stand by that, okay? But I think it's a great zone for this level range. I would say about level... You could probably start here about level 24, depending on what class you are. Soloing here as a cleric is not super easy. I don't think I recommend it, but it is doable. It would be better for a necro, a shaman, a druid. Those classes will all do fine here. Magician even. Maybe even wizard. I did do it on my wizard once. As a cleric, as a paladin... As a rogue, I don't know that I would recommend it for any of those classes. Maybe warriors too, depending on what your gear looks like. But it's a good camp. The money's not great. You can potentially get a forest loop. I have not seen any. Granted, I haven't been here super long. I remember doing this camp back in the day. It's one of the reasons why I like this camp so much. I'm very nostalgic for it. I never got any forest loops back in the day. I never got it on any of my characters on P99 that I brought here. So it's certainly possible, at least according to the wiki. I've seen them before in Frontier Mountains. I was in a group once on live in Frontier Mountains at the Giant Fort. We got one there. I've yet to see one in Warslick Woods, but supposedly it's possible. I actually really like this zone for a variety of things. I didn't film it, unfortunately. Much like I didn't film the Shralok Camp Pack or the Shadowed Man, I just thought they would be uneventful. And they ended up, well, the Shralok Camp Pack thing was pretty uneventful, but I really wish I had footage of the Shadowed Man thing. I did goblins here. I did a high-level Ixar Exile thing. Okay. Mainly I've been doing giants, and I think one more kill should do it. Now, the hardest ones here are called Evergreens. There is a druid who's yellow to me who is just killing everything that moves. Ooh, what's this? 8 pounds? Hey, with my new backpack, I could do that. Oh, it's no drop. Never mind. So, the Evergreens are the highest, followed by the Greenwoods, who are the second highest. And then the Saplings. There might be one more type, but mainly I've been doing Greenwoods because they're just the easiest. Most of them are blue. Some of them, like this one, is green, but it still gives me XP. That might be enough to ding me, but I want to do an Evergreen because I had some epic battles with Evergreens while I was camping here. There's an Evergreen, and there's a Greenwood that's blue. There's a Sapling. Those are the lowest level. I wouldn't, if you're in a level range where those are even, I wouldn't come here because you're gonna have a hard time with everything else. Let's do this guy. This is gonna be a tough fight, no doubt. These are only about a level or two below me. I think they're between 27 and 28, maybe as low as 26. They're not easy. Okay, so I had a very epic encounter with one of these where I nearly died. Thank God for So, because I would have died without So. I basically had to pull it way out because obviously I don't have Snare, which is very beneficial for kites like this where you know that you don't have enough mana to just nuke it down in one go. I actually do have enough mana, but typically I've been bringing them up here. And I also want to show you, if someone like that druid is camping the hell out of this area, that thing's indifferent, really. I would not have expected that. There's a couple that spawn outside the fort that you can get. There's actually a whole nother area. Oh, this thing's going to hit me. You're going to see, this guy hits like a truck. Oh, he hasn't hit me yet. All right. Hey, look, I'm doing pretty good. And you can see I'm getting pretty close to the XR newbie area by the level of these mobs. There's a few that walk around out here. There's also another much smaller camp. Maybe I can kill him with my necklace. How cool would that be? Spirit of Bertoxilus took you down, buddy. Nope, not enough. I'll whack him to death. Oh, look at that. Level 30. I mean, how many times in this game do you ding level 30? This is a monumental occasion, and I'm halfway through the game. Kind of, I say with an asterisk, because we all know that like level 50 through 60 can be just as long as level 1 through 40, or I don't know. It's just harder. So, still no forest soup, which I wouldn't really expect. I said the wiki says something weird. It says the Evergreens, which are the highest, can't drop it, but that the Greenwoods can. I would think it would be the other way around. So, let's say someone is just plowing through everything here, and you're like, man, I can't get a freaking spawn here. One of them is up in the corner here. I noticed that this druid, what's his name? I haven't talked to him. He isn't doing anything wrong, by the way. He's just tearing the place up. Where is he? He's got to be over here somewhere. Corrida? I don't know how to say that. He was yellow to me before I dinged. Let's see what he is now. He's still yellow. Okay, so he's probably at 31. He was missing this one over here. Now, maybe it was on purpose because it's a Greenwood. Maybe. Oh, look at that. A Greenwood is still blue at level 30. Wow, interesting. Okay, I thought they would almost all be green. He was missing this one, or he was skipping it. So that was one that I was able to pull even while he was here. There's another one that wanders from outside the fort over there. They basically clip through the wall, come over here, and they run through this gap here, and then they're just out here. Let me see if I can show you, because I think he was missing this. There's two out here. One of them is usually a sapling, and one of them is either a greenwood or an evergreen. It was an evergreen for me a couple times. I made that. Okay, so here's the sapling. Not going to mess with that. And it looks like there's an evergreen. Okay, so this is where I was pulling from. This area is very hilly. You got to be careful if you're running around. Oh, I can hear one moving. Is it? Oh, it's the evergreen. Okay. Yeah, so he was missing this one. And it might not be that he was missing them. It's just that he realistically can't kill all of them. But there's at least 3 or 4 that he wasn't getting. So, oh, anyone up for Downer? I would love that. I love Downer. It's fun at least as just like something different. Okay, so this is Warsick Woods. I came here via the Oasis boat through... It's so scary to hear that because you can hear it from so far away. Oh, there's another one. Wait, what is that other one? Oh, that's a Greenwood. Okay. So yeah, you got a few options here that he was not getting. I came here through Oasis, Timber Steep, the over there, and then the over there connects here. I could have gone the other way, but this way just made more sense for where I was going. There is also, I learned, because I accidentally, while I was kiting that Evergreen, I stumbled into these tunnels that apparently lead to Lake of Ill-Omen, which I did not know this zone connected to Lake of Ill-Omen. Okay, enough jibber jabber. If you know this camp, you know how good it is. If you haven't been here and you're between level 20, I would say to be safe, 25 and 30, this is a fantastic camp. Oh, now there's a monk here. Oh, that's the guy that wants to go to Downer. Cool. I also did see one time while I was here a couple nights ago, there was a group over there. So it's a thing, you know, like people come here. It's pretty popular. I mean, it's only 13 players in this zone right now, but yeah, this place is 25 to 30. I can't recommend this place enough unless you're a class that has a tough time soloing. Even for clerics, because there's no undead, I would recommend this camp all day. Like, it's not as good as the basement of Highkeep, I will admit, but it's still really fun. Let me see what I'm looking for now. I should be able to kill this guy. I probably have 2 nukes in me. And this guy is on the lower end of the spectrum here. Here's what I need your help with. Oh, and now Wrath does more damage. I need to pick specialization. Now, if you've been watching this walkthrough... Oh, come on. I don't have one more Wrath in me? If you've been watching this walkthrough, you know how often I solo versus how often I am in a group. And I really can't decide. Obviously, if I'm going to group more, Alteration is the way to go. If I'm going to solo more, Evocation is the way to go. So I'm going to do a poll. By the time this video goes up, I will have the poll up already. So go on my page and find that poll and vote in the poll which specialization you think I should pick. I'm only going to give those 2 options. I'm not going to put something stupid like Conjuration on there. Although I did just get... a, what is it, Summon Drink or Benevolent Drink or whatever it's called. Abundant Drink. I'm just going to go ahead and root you while I med. Oh, great. Now I hear another one. Now a goblin's coming. Oh, there's an enchanter. Hey, now. I think it's an enchanter. Yeah, there's so many classes that can do this camp. It's really fun. I really don't like hearing that. Oh, she's doing a sapling. Okay, she might have charmed it. So go vote in that poll. You can leave a comment to explain why you think I should pick one or the other. It's going to be either Evocation or Alteration. And I also want to, at some point, show the quest in Temple of Soul Road that allows you to switch your specialization. So there's so much I can do here. I don't think it shows up yet because I think I got to go to the Guildmaster. Ooh. All right. Okay. All right. He wants a piece of me. Careful what you wish for, buddy. Yeah. Now you're running away. Hit him with the necklace again. And yes, I know that I can put the necklace on a hotkey. I just haven't figured out which one I want to do yet. Maybe I'll do 3. I sometimes save 3 for Yelp, but I really haven't been using Yelp very much. This is such a pain in the ass without Snare. Part of me thinks I'd be better off medding until I can cast Wrath. But at least he's running a little slower now. Smite, not Wrath. So Wrath now does 200. That'll get more efficient. Oh, there it is. Specialized Evocation. Dun, dun, dun. It begins. Whichever one, if you don't know how this works, whichever one of those goes over 50 first, that's your specialization. So you can only... All of your med caster skills, like Alteration... not channeling. Conjuration, Divination. No one ever specializes in Divination. Evocation and whatever else there is. I don't know. I don't know them all offhand. They all get a specialization level up to level 50. But only one can go beyond level 50, and that is your specialization. Now, typically for clerics, it's a no-brainer. You pick... Still no forest loot, by the way. Typically for clerics, you pick... Oh, I actually do want to kill these because I want to try to get Sarnak faction. Is there another one here? Yeah, let me get this one too. As a cleric, you're going to be grouping and healing most. The only reason you would ever do evocation is if you plan on soloing a lot, in which case, especially on dead, it makes it just a much more efficient process. I have done both as a cleric. I did a cleric character a few years ago. Ooh, what's this? A page of a poem. Is it a good poem? Let's read it. My heart is in ruin. My heart is not whole. I miss the sweet loving warmth and the way that we hold. Okay, that goblin could not have wrote that poem. That has to be the goblin picked it up off someone's corpse. That's probably a quest. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted that. Maybe I can do that quest. I don't know. I'll look it up. It'd be easy enough to find a bunch of those. So, if I plan on doing a bunch of, as I did once on a character, I basically soloed from level 40 to about 35 to 45, 46-ish. And I did Kithicor and Lower Guck as a cleric. And then after 46, I decided I was grouping more, so I switched it to alteration. So I want to show that quest. And I was glad that I did evocation as my specialization while I did it. But once I switched to more grouping, I was very glad I switched to alteration. So that'll be decided next time. I've got a couple reasons, I've got a couple arguments why I should do one over the other for both of them. So it's going to be, I'll do whatever the poll says. Whatever the poll says, I will follow, but just know that I will switch it at some point. Even if switching it, doing the quest to switch it, ultimately means I'm just coming back to the same specialization. And I also want to get into, well, maybe I shouldn't spoil it, but next episode I want to do some quests. Some good quests. Well, some interesting quests. I do want to do some of the epic quests, not like epic, like yes, I want to get the epic cleric eventually, but like the Paw of Apollo or Testament of Veneer, stuff like that. But I want to do some of the cleric armor quests next episode. So that'll be that, and I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.